Hey yo, welcome to another CPA video. You guys liked the FAR video a lot, so thank you for that. That got a lot of support, a lot of likes, a lot of comments. You guys had a lot of questions, so thank you. Let's try to get this video to 20 likes as well. But today I'm going to talk to you guys about how I passed audit in 4 weeks. So if you want to see a breakdown of the Becker options in terms of materials, go to my FAR video. I did a whole thing explaining each option. Thankfully, I got it paid for by my company. If you get the nice package, this is what you get. So like FAR, we have the main book that has all the material. So you can see I highlight, take notes. It's obviously a lot thinner than FAR, which is good. And we also have the final review book, which is a condensed version of this one. So if you get the most expensive package, you're gonna get these two books that are gonna get you ready for the exam. So before we get into the study tips, I just wanted to give some background. So I did do 2 audit internships in the summers through college. So some terms were already familiar to me. I would say that definitely helped. And I took an audit class second semester senior year. So the material was pretty fresh in my mind, but I think overall, it's a lot easier to study than FAR. If you got through FAR, I'm sure you'll be able to get through audit. FAR, I thought it was very math oriented as well as conceptual. I would say audit is very, very conceptual. But yeah, as for the study tips, I would definitely do, again, 2 units per week. That way you can study in 3 weeks and then review the final week. Those 3 weeks of studying, at first, trust me, you're gonna feel confused because Becker starts with the whole big picture process of auditing. And then they start diving into the individual parts. So obviously at first, when you see the big picture, you're not gonna know what anything is. But once you get through the whole material, all the pieces start falling into place and you'll understand the whole thing. If you wanna do the 2 units per week, keep in mind when I did it, I wasn't working, it was over summer. If you wanna follow my pace, I'm gonna leave the breakdown of how I studied in the description. So if you want, you can follow my pace. That might be helpful to some of you guys. But what I did is basically 2-3 modules a day, pretty much. Once again, watch the lectures at 1.5 speed, do the multiple choices. And for audit, I did do the sims because I was finding myself having some extra time, like finishing earlier. So I had a lot more time in the afternoon to do sims. Whereas in FAR, I would finish the modules I had for the day at 7-8 p.m. And at that point, I didn't do anything else FAR related. And a question I had a lot in the FAR video is whether I took notes. So I didn't take notes because I'm not a big note taker, and in my opinion, this little book is basically a collection of condensed notes for this one. So obviously there's people that like to write, to memorize stuff. I didn't take notes, but that's just the way I learned. If you like taking notes, definitely go ahead. If you have the time, do it. It doesn't hurt. So now, if you do have the best package and you got the final review, definitely go over it. This book has a lot more problems that can help you. And I feel like it prepared me, but if not, that's not a problem. What you can do is you can get 36 multiple choice randomly, and you can just practice that way. You can do a lot of them, and Becker has a breakdown of what sections you did good at and where you need some more studying. So that way you can hit those sections in the big book, and you can be better prepared. So after you do the book or the 36 multiple choices, I would definitely recommend doing the 3 practice exams. I did 2 out of the 3 because I didn't have that much time. But in the first one, I got a 70. And in the second one, I got a 74. So again, a lot better than I did in FAR. Still, I want to remind you, if you get a 60, don't panic. You have time. I'm going to leave an Excel down below also with some information of the average curves or bumps that you can expect in the real deal. And finally, exam day. So I'm not going to lie, I felt a lot more confident going into this exam. Taking the exam, I felt a lot better than FAR. I thought FAR was going to be a close call. It ended up not being a close call. And I thought audit was going to be a blowout. It wasn't a blowout, but it wasn't a close call. But I did do worse than FAR. I got an 85. But I did feel a lot more confident, so it's weird. Yeah, I showed up to exam day, got the calculator, got scratch paper. To be honest with you, for this particular exam, I didn't use that much of either. Again, it's going to be mostly conceptual, remembering things, applying concepts. I don't want to say it's easy because it depends on the person. And again, I had some kind of a background, but I'd say if you did well and far, you should be okay for this one. I hope this video helped. I tried to bang it out as quick as possible because I'm freezing. If you have any questions, drop them. I'm gonna answer them all because I feel like I needed these videos when I was studying, and hopefully I can help you guys calm your stress a little. If you like the video, please like it. Let's try to get to 20 likes, and I'll see you guys in 2 weeks, hopefully, for the BC video. And remember, slow and steady wins the race. Peace.